Hello everyone, this is the GamingGiga and welcome back to another episode of My Little Investigations. In the last episode, we found some more evidence. More and more evidence. And let's see if, Twilight said we should probably talk to the leader dog again, so let's talk to Rover again. And let's see what he knows. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Wow, they're all standing here.
All right, dogs. I now know just what's going on here, and I sure hope you're ready. The truth is that you stole the true blue. And so, there.
The pony should present evidence.
Huh?
The pony does not even know how to present evidence. Perhaps the pony is getting ahead of herself.
These dogs and their legal wit, where does it come from? Have they been stealing books from my library too? Ahem! I am an investigator, and you will talk about last night. Please?
No.
Why?
The pony is here to find a cat, not to talk about gems.
He's right. Right. But, surely you'd still like to, establish your innocence, right?
Fine.
Looks like another confrontation, guys. Let's see what we have.
The pony wants us to say. The pony has produced no evidence that would place us at the crime scene. Thousands of ponies are in your little Ponyville. Why not them? Nor have you given us any idea why we would steal your little gem in the first place. We have many gems here. If the pony is done, please leave us be and go away. The pony has produced no...
Wait a second. All right. You want evidence? I've got some evidence.
The pony is becoming boring.
Just ignore them, Twilight. Just ignore them. If you're done ignoring me, I have just one important question. Do ponies have claws anywhere?
No.
Then perhaps you might want to explain how this stool in Rarity's boutique became Rip's last night after the thief tripped over it. A creature that has claws and would want a huge sparkling gem? That seems to narrow it down a bit, don't you think? Did I get them?
For goodness sake! The pony is covering for a rather obvious other suspect!
Of course. It's never that easy.
You mangy mongrels! Are you telling me that you're about to accuse some wholly innocent pony?
Accuse pony? Yes. Accuse innocent pony? No.
But the pony will please refrain from whining all the same.
Calm down, Rarity. Let's hear it, dogs. I can't say I like where this is going. If they've got another suspect in mind, then I'd better do whatever I can to prove that it couldn't be whomever they've got in mind. Now's no time to lose your head, though, Twilight. Let's hear what they've got to say.
Please. The pony is obviously covering for someone who she doesn't want anyone to suspect here. We refer, of course, to your little dragon friend. He has claws and a healthy appetite for gems. Gems just like the one pilfered from your prissy pony. What happened? Here's what happened. Your little dragon friend broke the window to your pony's house, then jumped in. He's not the brightest, so of course he wouldn't have cared about the noise. Once inside, he found the gem and made off with it like the dirty little thief he is. We already know he has rampaging, greedy little episodes. Gems stolen, houses destroyed. This is no different from that. I believe the pony is now aware of just how off base she really is. Now go away!
Okay. Let's see. Um. Well, yeah, the dragon. I mean, well, Spike, our little dragon friend. I don't think so. But do we have anything that I could use? Um. That no indication that the thief tried to steal them. Uh. Maybe. Well, I mean, if it was Spike, he would steal them. He would actually take them if it was Spike, but it's not. I can tell you that right now. It's not Spike. But let's try. Sorry, guys. Let's try this small gems.
This proves that Spike couldn't have been the culprit.
What? How?
I don't know.
Stop guessing! Sheesh!
Right on the money.
Please, the pony is obviously covering for someone who she doesn't want anyone to suspect here. We refer our court.
Wait a second. This is no different from Spike's rampage, huh?
What? No! No! It was no different than that stupid little dragon's stupid little outburst!
No different at all?
No! Not one bit!
Really? Then, would you care to explain one little thing?
What?
Why was the True Blue the only thing that was stolen?
What's this the pony on about now?
When Spike was all Spike want, he stole everything in sight. It didn't matter what it was, he wanted it. But in this case, nothing was stolen but the True Blue. Not even these gems that had been on the ribbed stool and which would have been in plain sight. If Spike was our thief here, explain that. Why don't you?
Nice Phoenix Wright reference. And the moving background. That's pretty cool.
What? I don't know!
Ha! Score one for Twilight. So, dogs, if it couldn't have been Spike who was responsible for the crime, that doesn't leave too many options, does it?
The pony is forgetting.
Forgetting what?
The broken window.
Come again? I don't like where this is going.
The only evidence the pony has that there even was a break-in is the broken window. Your precious little suspect is the one who broke that window, of course. The pony accuses us of breaking in, but ignores the guilt of the only pony who could have been her culprit. If we stole from your precious prissy pony, then we would have needed to enter her house. But we did not. The pony has nothing to even show how we could enter, let alone how we did. Your prissy pony keeps her door locked. What happened is simple. Your scooter pony crashed through the window and stole your stupid gem. And now, the pony is accusing us to cover for her. She will go away before we get angry.
But we know, okay, they're right. Scootaloo could have broken in, but still, like, they could have entered through other means, through a door, this and that. Actually, now that I think about it, they could use the hook gems to, it's not part of her collections. Some sort might be a tool, so, and that would be a way to get in. Let's see if that works.
Wait a second. That's a very interesting thing to know, I have to say.
What?
That Rarity keeps her doors locked. The other information I can see being useful, but I can't see how that information would help anything. Not unless you intended to do something with it.
Stop beating around the bush, pony.
Rarity, this hooked gem fragment. You've never seen it before, right?
Why, no, darling. It's certainly not mine. I would never have a purpose for such an ill-shaped gemstone as that.
Which means this was left here by the culprit. Or should I say culprits? This carved piece of gemstone clearly only has one purpose. It picks locks. And where did it come from? Well, I've only seen one other example of carved gemstones like this.
And that other example is through the gem carved furniture.
How's this? Namely, right here. You dogs carved that furniture and those keys, and you carved this lockpick too. Then in your haste to leave, you dropped it for us to find, which was your critical mistake. Tell me, dogs, if our perpetrator came in by breaking the window, what would this be for?
I mean, that is...
How did you know that Rarity kept her door locked? How did you know that Scootaloo had been there? The answer is simple. You were there. You stole the True Blue.
Well,
I've got them this time.
Not so fast, pony.
I don't know why. I want to say that's a reference, not so fast, to something. I know it's a reference to something, but I just don't know what it is.
Or not.
You've presented a nice story, pony, but nice stories do not implicate dogs. Maybe we did make a hooked gem fragment. Maybe it was stolen from us. Does the pony have evidence we use that for what she says?
No, I don't.
Besides, you, pony, have been ignoring a critical part of any case.
Here come our favorite legal eagles again. Or in this case, legal dogs.
It's simple. We have no motive.
What? You have no motive to steal a gigantic gem?
Let me explain for the slow ponies here. In case the pony hadn't noticed, we have gems coming out of our ears in these caves.
Yay, we got another one. Another confrontation. But this time's 4. But at least our health went up back to 5, so that's good.
We've got so many gems that, as you so helpfully pointed out, we make our furniture from gems. So what if your little gem is huge? We've got other huge gems lying around. You can have your stupid gem. A gem that large couldn't even be carved properly anyway.
What does he mean by that? A large gem couldn't even be carved properly.
Just a minute. How do you know that? I bet that the brightest minds in Canterlot could easily invent a way to do so.
Are they coming here anytime soon?
No.
Then quit wasting my time!
Rude much? Although, come to think of it, wouldn't larger gems be easier to cut? More to work with?
The pony is testing my patience. Leave the gems to us, and whatever it is you do to you.
Oddly defensive there, Mr. Dog. This is it, Twilight. All you have to do is prove a motive, and you've got this in the bag. Can't let up now!
In case the pony hadn't noticed.
Okay, so, well,
We've got so many.
yeah. So, properly, let's. Well, I mean, like the keys would have been from large gems, right? So, I don't think it matters which one we do, but let's do with the red key.
Of course you had a motive. This proves it.
That proves nothing, pony.
Yeah? Right. Come on, Twilight. Look before you leap.
A gem that large couldn't even be carved properly anyway.
This is it, Twilight. Can't.
In case the pony hadn't noticed.
Okay.
Gems coming out of our
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Hmm. Let's see. We made our furniture out of gems. A few gems. We've got other large gems lying around. You can have your. What does that mean, actually?
Just a minute. Other huge gems, huh? Where are these huge gems?
Obviously, we don't have them lying around. Have a little sense, pony. If we left our huge gems just sitting around in our caves, then a greedy little dog could. Never mind. That's not the important part.
Could what? It seemed like he was about to say something, but then he stopped. Curious.
The point, pony, is this. There's no reason why we'd want it more than any other gem. We have no attachment to it. We've never even seen it before.
Alright. Well, then what's with the giant safe? Then what's with the actual safe? If you didn't want such giant gems, but then why was the safe empty? That's the thing. Why was it empty? Let's see.
Wait a second. To be honest, Mr. Dog, I'm not sure I buy the idea that you had no attachment to the true blue. You already alluded to the fact that big gems like this are kept out of sight, presumably in a safe, naturally. Yet, we saw clear as day that you have a safe that is as empty as can be, a safe that could instead be used to house a gem like that. There's only one possible reason for that.
And that would be?
I don't yet know how this ties into Rarity having the true blue yet, but the only explanation for why the safe is empty is...
Let's see. It contains were confessed. It's for decoration. No! You guys were stolen from.
You were stolen from, weren't you?
What? Ha! What gave you that idea, pony? That's not why it's empty at all.
Now what? Alright, then why was it empty?
It's new, of course.
New?
Yes, brand new, never been used. We had a gem that we were going to put in it, but we haven't yet.
Is that actually plausible? Could it be brand new?
Actually, it can't be possible for the fact that we already know that they've had a key. So, or an older key.
I'm afraid that's not possible, dogs. That safe can't be new.
Ha! The pony is bluffing. Show some proof.
I know I'm on the right track. There's a certain piece of evidence that shouldn't exist if the safe were truly brand new. All I need to do is present it. Fine, I will. The safe can't be new because of this.
And it's because of the blue key.
How's this?
Key? Perhaps the pony is unaware that safes with keyholes do tend to come with keys.
Oh, it's not the key that I'm interested in. It's where I found it. And perhaps even more importantly, the state I found it in. I know that this key wasn't found inside the caverns. I found this far outside the caverns near a bush, clearly discarded and lost. And I might add, right next to where Rarity found the true blue. Also, this key is identical in every way to that red key you showed me that opened your empty safe, meaning that it would open that safe as well. And furthermore, this key shows signs both of having been abandoned and of typical wear and tear, making it rather unlikely that it's remotely new. Thus, this key we found must be the original key to the safe. Meanwhile, the red key you showed me earlier was just a spare you made after the original one was stolen by the thief. If the safe was truly brand new, there would be no need for a spare key. Even you dogs can't have lost something so important that quickly.
No! But the pony doesn't have any evidence of this story at all. What evidence does the pony have that this thief even exists?
Well, there was a room that was. Sorry. There was a room that was empty.
How's this? This, naturally.
Room?
Not just any room, an empty room. And might I add, the only empty room that I saw. Furthermore, evidence shows that a dog used to live there, and only quite recently ceased living there. Certainly the treatment one would give to a thief, right?
No!
I think I'm finally beginning to see what's happened here. First, the thief stole this blue key, opened up that safe, and took the true blue. You pursued and caught him, but were unable to recover the true blue because Rarity had already found its hiding place. When you learned that this was because Rarity had taken possession of it, you started planning how you would get it back. And that all came to a head last night when you staged your heist of that gem. However, your perfect plan had a wrench thrown into it when Scootaloo, unaware of what was happening inside the boutique, crashed through the window and made Rarity come downstairs to see what was the matter. You hastily fled, but tripped over the stool, dropping the lockpick you had used to gain entry. Am I getting warm, dogs?
That is... No, you're not.
Yes, I am! What now?
Maybe we did have a gem stolen from us. The pony has proven nothing.
Huh? Yes, I have! How haven't I?
It's simple, pony. The pony, for all her silly stories, has proven no link between the evidence and what she talks about. Your prissy pony had one gem, and a gem might have been stolen from us. So what? Besides, we got the stolen gem back. We just haven't put it back in the safe yet. So what if your little pony found her stupid gem near where our key was found? That proves nothing. Perhaps the pony should become a storyteller instead of an investigator.
All right, so let's see. Let's look at those again. Silly stories. There's no link. Pretty pony. Found one gem. Might as well stolen a gem that might have been stolen from us. So what? Besides, we got the stolen gem back. Put it back in the safe. Well, there is a connection actually, because the claw marks or this, because they were both found at the same place. Let's go with the claw marks.
Mr. Dog, didn't your mother tell you that honesty is the best policy?
What is the pony on about now?
I'm saying that you, Mr. Dog, are lying. You didn't get your gem back, and the location of the key wasn't a coincidence. When we got to the site at which Rarity found the true blue, there were two key things that we noticed, besides the enormous hole that was there.
I told you to fill that back in!
Oops?
Here's what I think really happened, dogs. As I said before, you used to be in possession of the true blue, but it was stolen from you. The thief buried the gem as he was running away and then etched an X into a nearby rock to remind himself where it was. You caught up with him and forced him to show you where he buried it, but by that time, Rarity had already found it and walked away with it. You frantically dug anyways in the hopes that it was still there, as evidenced from the rather visible claw marks in the dirt, but to no avail. You went after it, found that Rarity was the one who had taken it, and then began to plot how to get it back, didn't you?
This is preposterous!
I don't see what's so preposterous about it.
We are dogs, not mice! Dogs! If we wanted our gem back, we would have just taken it back by force! Why would we stage a secret heist like the one you're accusing us of?
Oh, I think there's a pretty good reason for that, actually.
No! No, there isn't! No reason at all!
One particular thing made it so you were never going to try to take it back by force.
Just saying this part, if you know the show at all, you would know exactly why. Here's a little background on the reason why they would do it secretly, and just saying it's because of rarity. The reason being is because in the episode, the Diamond Dogs capture Rarity to go to get gems, and eventually Rarity starts whining really high pitched and loud. The dogs get furious, they let her go. The reason why is because the dogs don't want her to start whining again. So let's present Rarity.
How's this? I've seen how you act around Rarity. Even now, she still has you petrified, terrified, mortified. There is no way you were going to just take the gem back because that meant you would have had to face her.
Her? That's stupid!
Are you calling me stupid, you mangy car?
No! No, Miss Rarity, please have mercy! Oops.
Seems like my theory is pretty darn plausible, don't you think?
Well,
That is,
Admit it, dogs! You stole the true blue.
We...
Well,
Alright, we surrender! Yes, we stole your stupid gem! Yes, it was stolen from us! Yes, we were too scared to just take it back from the white pony!
why didn't you just talk to Rarity about it?
Talk to her? We are those dogs that steal gems! Fat chance convincing some pony that we were stolen from? What else were we supposed to do?
So, where is the true blue?
Follow me, I'll take you to it.
Opal! Oh, Opal! Mama was so worried!
Take your cat, please! We didn't catnap it, it was attached to the jewel and wouldn't leave it alone! And your stupid gem too! Just take it, then get out! You've caused enough trouble already, ponies!
No, actually, I shan't be taking it.
what? What does the pony want now?
Miss Rarity doesn't want anything.
Huh?
Well, my darlings, we've already established that this gorgeous hunk of a gemstone originally belonged to you dogs. Hence, it would be awfully unbecoming of me to pilfer it from you a second time. Why, I shall simply have to find another. There's quite nothing else for me to do, my dears. You may keep this one. It is yours, after all.
Huh? Rarity, what are you saying? They broke into your boutique. They ransacked the whole ground floor. They stole what you had found fair and square.
Twilight, I'm shocked. It is rather unbecoming of a lady to play such a silly game as finders retainers, or however its banal title goes. As for my boutique, I rather say it needed a good remodeling anyway, which I now have had ample opportunity to undertake.
You're... never mind.
thank you, Miss Rarity.
Well, Twilight, job well done. Shall we get going back to Ponyville?
Yes. Let's go.
Well, you all, I must say that this makes for quite the interesting story. Who would have guessed that the Diamond Dogs would have been the culprit?
Yes. Who would have guessed that a group known in the past to be gem thieves would have stolen a large gem?
Scootaloo, please step forward for a moment.
Huh? Okay.
Scootaloo, you came under immediate suspicion for this crime. However, it's now clear that you were simply a pony in the wrong place at the wrong time. For the crime of stealing Rarity's true blue gem, I hereby use the power vested in me as mayor to declare you not guilty.
Yay!
All right. That matter having been settled, Twilight, there's still the matter of your status.
My status?
Of course. We did say that your status as an investigator was temporary.
We? You mean you?
Oh, let's not get caught up in details, Twilight. Anyway, the point is, as much doubt as I might have had in your abilities, you have proven yourself to be a capable investigator, what with your smashing good job with this crime. As such, Twilight, as of this moment, I hereby declare you an official permanent Ponyville investigator.
Wow. Thank you. It's an honor, Mayor.
All right. Well, I'm a very busy pony, so I'd best be going. All the best to you, Twilight, and I'm glad we could get this matter resolved, Rarity.
Very busy. More birthdays to organize, perhaps.
Well, all's well that ends well, my dears. I, for one, will be glad to get back to some good old normalcy around here.
Yeah, and I can't wait to finally get back to crusading. Come on, girls, let's go.
Just one moment. Dearest Scootaloo,
Yes?
that puts the matter of True Blue behind us, but there is still the matter of my window. Come here, Scootaloo.
I'd kind of rather stay here if it's all right with...
Scootaloo? Here! Now! Scootaloo, you broke the window to my boutique through reckless acts on your scooter. Not only that, you also then fled the scene and tried to hide the fact that you had been there, effectively lying to both me and every pony else by omission. Scootaloo, I am very, very disappointed.
But sis! Rarity, she didn't...
I am very, very disappointed that we did not do enough to convince you to trust us with the truth.
Huh?
Scootaloo, we are your friends, and a true friend is someone who you can trust to absolutely listen to you, to understand you, and to trust that you have always had the best intentions at heart in everything you do. Isn't that right, Twilight?
Right you are, Rarity.
This could have been much, much easier if you had just told us what had happened from the start, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right, Rarity. I'm sorry.
Apology most certainly accepted, darling. Now, run along and play with your friends.
Okay, thanks, Rarity.
But, Rarity, what about the window?
Oh, never mind about that, Twilight. My windows were due to be remodeled anyway. Can't let this boutique's look get old after all.
That oddly explains a lot. Well, I guess that's everything. I'll leave you be to get the rest of the boutique in order, Rarity.
All right. Thank you ever so much for all that you've done for me today, Twilight. It is most appreciated, I assure you. Take care.
See you around, Rarity. Dear Princess Celestia, I'm writing to you from a positively delightful party Pinkie has put on for Rarity, whose birthday is today.
Come on, Twilight, let's dance the night away! Woo!
In a minute, Pinkie. Anyways, I don't know if you've already heard, but I'm now an official Ponyville investigator. Pretty neat, huh? I even got a little badge and everything.
Oh, I know! Who's up for some shadow puppets? Pinkie, we have hooves. Oh, right!
Sometimes I really worry about Pinkie. Where was I? Oh, right. Anyway, we can talk more about that later. For now, I wanted to give you a friendship report.
And that was the game, guys. That was the case.
Very valuable lessons about friendship that I'd like to share with you. First, I learned that honesty really is the best policy. If your friends are true friends, then they'll listen to and be understanding of anything you might need to tell them, even if it's not good. A lot of problems in life can be avoided in the long run just by being honest with others.
That was the game, guys. Well, I hope, unless they have another one. I hope you...
Second, I learned that sometimes the best way to catch an adversary off guard is to show a little kindness and generosity. Even if someone's been unkind to you in the past, that doesn't mean that you should always be mean to them. An eye for an eye can lead just to an endless cycle of unhappiness. Who knows? Perhaps you might even get through to them. Maybe. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
Okay, now that should be the end. And hope you guys liked it. It was honestly a very fun game.
Attention, every pony! Attention! The Cutie Mark Crusaders would like to present the Crusaders Comedy Corner! A comedy act starring us, naturally, that's sure to make you laugh your cutie marks right off! Drum roll, please!
How many times are they gonna do that? Because I'm not too sure. I think that's it. Oh, and me. Yep. Yeah, that's awesome.
So, there the pony walks up to the cafe owner, who promptly looks at her and says, Sweetie Belle, that's your cue! Oh, right! The owner says, Hey, why the long face? Long face! Get it? Get it? So, do we have our cutie marks yet? Huh? 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 Aww.
All right, every pony, gather around for the photo. Don't forget to smile. Ah, Sweetie Belle, get back!
Official Ponyville Investigator. Kind of has a certain ring to it, I suppose. And heck, I got a shiny new badge out of it too. Not so shabby, huh? Although, speaking of badges, I wonder whatever happened to that Canterlot investigative team.
Well, nope. This definitely isn't Ponyville either. But how? The train goes right there from Canterlot. Hey, don't look at me. You're the one with the map. Map? I never had a map. For Celestia's sake, the train only has 2 stops. Ugh, forget it. Let's just keep walking.
Oh well. Ponyville's usually pretty quiet, but I wonder what other cases I might get to solve in the future. I have a lot to learn as an investigator, but I'll do my best in whatever case comes next.
Watch in awe.
Finally, ending credits. Or after everything's done. Alright, guys, that was the end of it. That was True Blue Scootaloo. First case out of the whole. I don't know how many they're gonna have. But I will say this: it was an amazing game. I loved it ever since. And let's see. I'm looking at the actual site for it, and it says that Case soon we'll be opening up recruitments for Case 2, so be on the lookout. So that's great. So that means that Case 2 is going to come out soon, but don't know how long. Since the first initial development of the game, like animation and everything, it does take a while, I'm assuming it'll take a few months. So I'll keep on the lookout for more of this, and I will play the next case for you guys. because that was great. Comedy was amazing. The only thing I have a problem with is the voice acting, but then again, I have to take into account this is not professional, this is not Hasbro, it's a fan-made game, but then again, at the same time, all the characters pretty much sounded correct. The only one I could say that had a little bit of problem was Rainbow Dash, but it was almost spot on. It was off a bit, but enough for you can tell. But it was still good. Twilight, after a while, I actually thought that was her normal voice. But still, guys, this is an amazing game. If you like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, I do recommend this. It does take place. Takes a kind of a point from the show. The thing is with this, since this game started, I believe 2012. It looks like 2011. It's when it looks like it started. And actually, it looked like a lot of it looks like it started in July 23rd, 2011. But and from what I can see from some of the old screenshots, it did change quite a bit. But I'll keep looking out for more of for everything, and I'll see what I can do. If anything, I'll give little updates for this game every once in a while, but I'll still say, guys, this game is amazing. It put me into the perspective of all the characters, and it was nice. The thing is with the show, if you want to put in perspective within the timeline of the show with My Little Investigations, I'll say it's before season 4, or at least before the season 3 finale. So from seasons 1, 2, and 3, it's somewhere in there. But it's within the middle of season 3 somewhere. But we don't know about the investigation team, because that's not really in the show. It's only in this. But other than that, it was a really good game. Alright, guys, that's it for me for this episode. Hope you liked my Let's Play of My Little Investigations, Case 1, True Blue Scootaloo. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Or in the next Let's Play, whatever it is. I'm still looking for another game, because I don't know what else I could do. Alright, guys, I'll see you in the next Let's Play. I'm the GamingGiga, and take it easy, guys.